Well, thanks for tuning in. Today's topic is going to be about what is going on in the sky. As I've mentioned before, I stumbled across the whole thing on the 12th and the 13th of August, the weekend, about this, the 23rd of September, and the planet X, Nibiru. And the 23rd of September was the constellation of stars that are exactly the same as in Revelations 12. The woman about to give birth with the sun at our shoulder and the moon at our feet and the 12 stars, or a crown of 12 stars above our head, which, like I said, everybody seems to think this is the book of Revelations, the in the Bible, chapter 12, and they're all like posting all this stuff that the world is going to end, or we're living in the end times. And I've always, when I read a book, I've always started at the beginning and not opened up and started in the middle, like Revelations chapter 12. Now I'm wondering what's happened to like 1 to 11. Does anybody notice the 7 seals and the 7 churches? What are the 7 churches? What has happened leading up to this 23rd of September? Of course, it hasn't happened yet. So, has all these things already happened, or is nobody caring to read the whole book? Let's just start with middle chapter 12. Yeah, and then just this morning I saw finally people are posting what happens afterwards, because she gives birth to a boy who is somebody's standing there ready to take him away from her. She has to go into hiding for 3.5 years, which could also just be 3.5 months or 3.5 days, because the Bible is very not exactly 100%. It's going to be 3.5 years, and of course there's very much sevens in the Bible. We've got the 7 years and 3.5 years. This is exactly in the middle of 7 years. We've got the 7 seals. We've got the 7 churches. We've got the 7 trumpets. And I think everybody is aware that the sign of the devil is 666. Well, seemingly the sign of God or good is 777. And in the book of Revelations there's a very lot of 7s going on there. Okay, so I've been rambling on a bit about what I think, and it's all kind of snowballed since the 12th and the 13th, and today's just the 2nd of September. So I think we should all just wait and see what happens on the 23rd. I mean, of course, the constellation of stars in the sky are definitely there, because everybody's been posting it and everybody sees it in these websites where you can check that out. But what exactly is going to happen and how it's going to carry on, because like I said, the book of Revelations doesn't finish with chapter 12. Of course there's more, and this guy that I saw this morning carried on to where the dragon with his tail, what does he do? He just, with the tail, 1/3 of the earth and 1/3 of the sky and 1/3 of the seas, with the dragon's tail, which if you carry on, of course, in the constellation, you come to the star constellation of Draco, and so people are starting to look as to how it goes on from there. Yeah, so okay, like I was saying about the dragon, also the constellation of Draco. He is supposed to, with his tail, sweep a third of the stars to the Earth. And the sky this morning says something about a meteor shower that is predicted around about the 5th to the 7th of October, that is going to come out of the star constellation of Draco, which coincides with the dragon, who is waiting to sweep the baby away. It's in that verse as well. Thing is that I was talking about the Feast of Trumpets. The Feast of Trumpets is a Jewish festival that is around about the 21st to the 23rd of September, which coincides with this constellation of stars on the 23rd, and it's called the Feast of Trumpets. And I've seen people posting stuff about, also in America obviously, they've been hearing all this strange noises, and they've posted videos where there's like a picture or whatever, and you hear this strange sound in the background. I don't think we're going to hear any trumpets. I think the 7 trumpets mentioned in Revelations is this Feast of Trumpets, which is a Jewish holiday, and it's is it not mentioned in chapter 11? Yeah, the seventh trumpet will blow, and that's Revelations 11, which coincides with the Feast of Trumpets starting around about the 21st, because it has something to do with new moon, around about, depending on when the new moon comes, around about 21st, 22nd of September. I think their festival lasts a few days as well. So that's what I wanted to say about that. And of course this woman has to go into hiding, and it's 3.5 years, but as the Bible says in some chapter, 1,000 years could be one day, and one day could be 1,000 years, because I think the Bible doesn't really have a very good concept of time. So there's a good chance that this woman has to go into hiding for 3.5 months, which would bring us up to January 2018 or so. But then I'm just speculating, because I think I'll have to do some more research. I think there's something happening in the Jewish religious holidays in January 2018, but I'm not sure. So I was going to leave it at that before I say something that's not 100% definite. I look forward to you tuning in again next time. Bye!